I'm gonna come in obviously, try to compete for a starting spot. That's where I see myself as. That's where I always see myself as. Since I came into the league. I'm glad they took the chance on me to sign me, and I'm just here ready to ball, compete.
Brandon, congratulations. Did you know anything about Pittsburgh before they signed you? Do you know anything about Joey Porter or any of those guys?
Yeah. I did my research. I used to always watch the Steelers growing up. I used to be a Cowboys fan as a child, so Steelers was one of them teams that you had to watch. But I just love the atmosphere here, like the history behind it, and just ready to be great here.
Brandon, what else did you find out from your research? Is that the main thing, or what else did you notice about the Steelers as you were studying?
Man, just over the past year, just how they defense operate, just paying attention to like the D line. I love the D line here. Really get after it. D line for a DB is our biggest blessing. So they eat, we eat.
Brandon, you played inside and outside corner. Do you see one of those as a better spot for you at this point in your career? And have the Steelers told you anything about how they plan to use you?
I'm versatile, as you just said, but right now it's just trying to see where I can fit in, see where I can see where I'm comfortable at, and taking it from there.
As a rookie, you played on the outside. In 23, you played more in the slot, and then last year you were back on the outside a lot. What's the biggest thing you've learned in switching so much in secondaries?
I would say, it's a different dynamic when you playing inside corner because you got a different role than what it is outside. Outside, you focus primarily just on that receiver on that side because it's gonna technically turn the man after a while. With nickel, you got run scheme, you got different stunts that you got to go over with the D line, zone coverage you got to drop into. So that's just about it for real.
Has anyone from the team, any of the guys, reached out to you?
Benny Bishop, but we in the same agency, so we connected.
You also bring a lot of special teams experience. Is that something you take pride in?
Yeah, I take pride in special teams, obviously, because that's what got me here today. I was able with the Jets. I was able to play special teams and make myself available on game day, just in case any guys got hurt. And if any did, take advantage of my full.
4 years ago, did you have interaction with Mike Tomlin or anything in that process?
Nah. This is actually about to be my first time talking to him.
What was it like having Aaron Rodgers as a teammate last year, and where do you think that's going?
Well, it's cool. It was cool, man. I couldn't really, when he first got there, I couldn't really feel him out. But after a while, he kind of, we kind of gravitated towards each other. And, practices, he started trying to, attack me. But, it was for, the betterment of me. And I would say, having him around, it did make me, a better football player.
Now that you're here, are you trying to recruit him to come join you in Pittsburgh?
Hell yeah, tell his ass, come on.
What gravitated to you personality-wise with him?
Because I'm more of a, ducked off, laid back type of guy. Try to, just get a feel for everybody, and he just, start, pushing his way towards me, making jokes, poking at me and stuff. Then after a while, we just started talking. Then I used to have a little hairdo thing that I used to do. He'll look at me and be like, "Oh, if his hair is on the right side, he's mad. If it's on the left side, he's happy. If it's in the middle, you don't know what you might get." So yeah, it was cool.
How did he play last year, you think?
I think he played good, especially towards the end of the season. I wish the outcome was a little better, but towards the end of the season, he started to really wake up.
Brandon, I know you said this will be your first time talking to Mike Tomlin, but what have you learned about him as a coach, and what are you looking forward to most about working with him?
Man, old school guy, got a lot of grit, competitor, let the best guys play. I mean, that's my biggest thing. Like, just let the best guys play, and we all gonna, eat together.
You said he reached out to you. It's a little ironic. You guys might be competing for the same job. Have you talked to you about that at all?
Nah, we ain't got into all that. That's not, what I feel is necessary right now. Right now, I just feel like it's necessary to just try to find my, where I can fit in at.
Brandon, what's your understanding of why the Jets never extended your contract?
That's outside of my knowledge. I wouldn't know. It was, conversation back and forth, trying to give me the comeback, but obviously, Pittsburgh gave, me a better option, better deal, and, that's what I rode with.
Brandon, between inside and outside, which one do you feel is a stronger suit, or which one's more comfortable for you?
I'm more comfortable outside, but, playing slot, in 2023, I did start getting comfortable, started liking that a lot. So, but I'm more of an outside corner. I feel comfortable outside.
Do you remember anything that left an impression on you preparing to play the Steelers last year or actually playing that game?
Man, just getting ready for George Pickens. That's all I was really worried about, just getting ready for him. Cause I know, the type of guy he is, what he brings to the team, what he brings to the field. So I was just, trying to prepare myself for that.
Are you looking forward to going up against him in training camp and in practice?
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
Brandon, the Steelers and Jets have played each other a couple of times. So from a distance, I understand you haven't studied it probably a whole bunch, but what do you know about the way the Steelers play defense and why you're excited to play in that type of identity?
Man, they get after it, man, and that's exactly how I play. Like, I just like to run to the ball. I like to hit. When the ball in the sky, I like to go get it. We got that on the side of the defense with Pittsburgh, with the D-line, the linebackers, the secondary, Minka. So, just coming into this, I plan on being a major contributor to the success with this defense too.
As a corner, do you like to tackle? They value tackling here. Do you like getting? Do you like that part of the game?
Yeah, it wakes me up. Like it really gets me going. It got for me, I got to get that first tackle out the way beginning of the game just to get me really going for real. After that, ain't no telling what might happen next.
Brandon, three interceptions over the past 2 years for you. Where's that kind of ball production come from for you? How'd you develop it? Is that something the Steelers have communicated with you about your game that they like?
That comes from, obviously film study, and, I'm a instinctual player. I try to make sure everything I do is instinctual. I don't like to try to think too much. A lot of plays that I made, since being in the league, I couldn't even tell you that moment what happened, but I could tell you afterwards what happened because I rely on my instincts and just, for me to just go get the ball.
Brandon, you're from Memphis. There's a ton of Memphis guys around here, both from
Mississippi
and from Memphis area. So,
yeah.
Both from the area and went to Memphis. What do you think is about that place that produces good football players or that are a good fit with Pittsburgh Steelers?
Man, I feel like, down where I'm at, the exposure isn't as wide as it is, in other areas. So, I feel like, we get missed out upon, sometimes, but, it's starting to change a little bit. You starting to see more guys from our area, come, into the league. And so that's a plus for me. Just to,
Did you know Calvin at all from high school?
I know about him. I didn't know him, but I did know DK Metcalf. I played DK Metcalf in high school.
How was that size in high school?
Man, he was a handful. I will say that.
So I was playing against DK and playing against George because you played against George last year, right?
The difference, I couldn't really tell you because it was in high school. I didn't really play defense in high school. I was an offensive threat in high school. Playing against George, George, he tall, long, relentless attitude. You don't know what you might get from him sometimes. You got to be ready just to make sure you ready to ball with him, though.
Anyone else?
I think.